paying tribute to some of my old gang at Canada. Canada represented for me the most wonderful career possible. I spent 40 years at the University of Toronto, but I loved Canada, because that was where the museum was born, and that's where I could pursue my interest in the environment. Now, my courses at the university were basically sociology and environmental issues. Now, in sociology, I gave them the same exam every year. I was kind to my students, but I changed the answers, of course. I'm glad you think that was a good line. Well, I was very serious about my tribute, though, because without the gang that I had at North, I had the best staff in the whole continent, I think. That was my, that was my reason for success, whatever success I had. They were the backbone of the camp, and they were just wonderful people. I should say more about it, but I won't. Now, most of what Ron has said, or some of what Ron has said, was true. But I want to tell you something about the wilderness, something about canoes, and I want to show you some photographs. You can sleep through that part if you wish. And then I'll have answers for questions if you have any. Thank you for coming today. I really appreciate you all being here. I expected 3 or 4 people. What are you laughing at, Major Moose? We call him Major Moose. His name is Glenn Morris. But we had a Major Moose and his younger brother was Minor Moose. That's how we did it. Well, Socrates once said, there's no future, the true meaning of life is in nature. And I always believe that. My brothers and sisters up north in Manitoba, near La Paz, where my parents were the first white settlers, taught me that my brothers and sisters were in the wilderness, and I always believed that. So you'll see a strong bias toward the wilderness in my efforts. Pulling together is my. What are you turning out the lights for? Very important all through the years at Canada to know about the wilderness if you're going to do anything about it. If we're going to do anything about the environment, we have to know what the dimensions of it are. Secondly, we have to learn to care. Learning to care is the affective domain. Learning to care means taking time to penetrate the meaning of all life. And thirdly, to act. Those are the 3. To know, to care, to act. Now, I used to take my students north voluntarily because I believe that there is no complete nation that does not respect its past. And I believe that too. Okay, this is a birch bark canoe that I used for when Mark, what was Mark's surname? Oh, it doesn't matter. Mark was a producer at CBC. And I took him out in this birch bark canoe, which was leaking at the time. And he said, how deep is this river? It was the Indian River. Well, I said, it's 55 feet deep. It was only 5 feet deep. And he said, look, you get me to shore safely and I'll vote for the canoe as the symbol of Canada. That's exactly what happened. So you have to do a little bribery once in a while and lie a little bit, perhaps, to get your way. But that's the canoe, and that's Lang Village in the background. And that old guy in the canoe, I don't know who that is. Now,